And as the state provides more vaccines to the county, we are working hard to distribute them as fast as possible. Register for vaccine updates and get more information at miamidade.gov/vaccine. Get vaccinated, Miami-Dade County. It's our best shot for a strong, healthy community. Miami-Dade County, under the leadership of Mayor Daniela Levine Cava, is moving swiftly to expand COVID-19 vaccine distribution to protect our community and move our economy forward. Vaccine supplies are currently extremely limited, and as the state provides more vaccines to the county, we are working hard to distribute them as fast as possible. Register for vaccine updates and get more information at miamidade.gov/vaccine. Get vaccinated, Miami-Dade County. It's our best shot for a strong, healthy community.
Hello, this is the University of Miami Frost Jazz Hour on a very, very beautiful day. And more beautiful than that is hanging out by chance, because I'm not the usual host, hanging out with Roland on piano, Matt Bonelli on bass, and Steve Rocker on drums. There's people that I've known for about 30 years or so, huh? So they're here, and they're gonna do live, very beautiful for an hour. So let me know, Mr. Roland, what's going on now. Day by day.
All right, we're going to start off with a tune called Day by Day. It's an old jazz standard, but we love it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Day by day, I'm falling more in love with you. Day by day, I want you to know there isn't any end to my devotion. It's deeper, dear, by far than any ocean. I find that day by day you're making all my dreams come true. And day by day I want you to know that I am yours alone. And I'm in love and love to stay as we go through the years day by day. Oh, day by day, I'm falling more in love with you. And day by day, I want you to know there isn't any end to my devotion. It's deeper, dear, by far than any ocean. I find that day by day you're making all my dreams come true. And day by day I want you to know that I am yours alone. And I'm in love to stay as we go through the years, as we go through the years, as we go through the years, day by day. Thank you very much, Alberto, for having us. It's very fun to come in and play back here at my old haunts of WDNA.
It's not only Alberto, it's like thousands of people who are behind me here. And
wow, look at all those people. There are.
Yeah.
And I do thank all of you for listening, and we're going to have a good time. I'm going to play a tune now that I've just recently fell in love with. It's a tune by Johnny Mercer, and it's called I Remember You. Check it out. 1, 2, 3, 4. I remember you. You're the one who made my dreams come true. A few kisses ago, I remember you. You're the one who said I love you too. I do. Didn't you know? I remember you, a distant bell, and stars that fell like rain out of the blue. When my life is through and the angels ask me to go, the thrill of it all, I will tell them I remember you. I remember too a distant bell and stars that fell like rain out of the blue. when my life is through. And the angels ask me to recall the thrill of it all. I will tell them I remember you. Yeah, that song it's an amazing tune that Johnny Mercer wrote, having had an affair with Judy Garland. And they didn't really talk about it, but he wrote that song knowing.
That was dedicated to her, Incognito.
Incognito, it was.
Incognito, yeah.
But it's on Wikipedia now, so it's not so incognito anymore.
Yeah. Well, after a century,
That's
know,
right.
yeah.
That's right.
Not too many things remain incognito nowadays.
No, nothing is incognito
for a while.
anymore.
So I want to talk to you a little bit about you. It's the John Philip. Philip was a regular guy who does a show. He just called me this morning. He was feeling bad, so I had to type your resume. There was no other way of doing the show. And man, when I do it, when I saw this, I say, wow. And sometimes people on a daily basis, but
You think you know a guy.
you think you know a guy. Except this is I know these are all very true. It says you've worked with Barry Gibb and Michael Jackson.
Thanks to my good friends Matt Benelli and Steve Rucker, I did.
In what capacity?
Played keyboards in the band with them.
Oh wow!
I recorded a lot of music with them, and then I started doing a lot of songwriting with Barry Gibb, not as a songwriter, but as a sort of helping him flesh out his ideas for songs.
Yeah, I see also that you work also with pop sensation Expose.
Yes, I did.
I remember that they had such a music, that it stick to you,
There's a new TV show out that's just coming out now. I can't think of the name of it. I wish I could tell you, but it's using their tune as the main theme of the show, Point of No Return.
Yeah, well, the songs I remember were very, very sticky. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, that was a national tour that was. I mean, it was 80,000 seat auditoriums every night for.
Oh yeah, there were.
10 months.
Yeah, I remember.
It was huge. Yeah.
And also the soundtrack you wrote the arrange for 1492.
Yeah, I got called by a writer who had written a show that was about Columbus discovering America, and it was chosen by President Bush at the time, number one, to be the show of the quincentenary, which was right about the time that I started playing with Matt and Steve, because it was in 1991 that I did that. And it was getting a lot of, we were going to have, it was a lot of funding, a lot of momentum, and then unfortunately, a lot of negative press started surfacing about Columbus, and everything sort of fell by the wayside. The show did go up, and it did go on, and we did.
You mean it
was a musical.
Bad things about Columbus and.
Yeah,
Yeah,
depending on what side of history you look at, Columbus, had he brought a lot of bad things to America as much as he did good things. Yeah.
Yeah, and last but not least, it says that the FM synthesis for the DX7, maybe the DX7 is making a second comeback now.
Well, there's a lot of FM synthesis that's coming back. Yeah, I wrote a book about the DX7, because at the time it was very difficult to program. Nobody really understood what FM was. And I got approached by Warner Brothers to write a book about it. And I had actually just finished for myself making a whole stack of notes. So they said, well, just turn that into a book, and I did, and it turned out to be, that was in 87, is that what that says? I can't remember, something in the later 80s.
Yeah, something like that. It was a Roland, the Roland, remember, and the DX7, and I can't remember the QX5.
Yeah,
Remember
the QX5 sequencer.
The sequencer, yeah,
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah, that was, all those products were way ahead of its time. And Yamaha's just continues to be, my last name is Roland, so I should be promoting
Of course,
Roland keyboards,
yeah, it should be honor for
right.
for centuries to come,
Well, competition is a great thing because between Korg, Yamaha, and Roland, they continue to give us great new instruments.
I remember the MIDI lab with Gary Lindsay had in the very early days, when he started teaching. It was the Roland had the Roland, the DX7 and all those modules. Remember how they had the modules?
The TX, the 8, the set of 8 modules that fit into a little thing together. That was amazing. All that stuff.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was a good time. That was the golden age of synthesizers. It really. There was so much stuff coming out.
Yeah, the QX7 it took me like a year to learn.
Yeah.
I remember the QX7, but then things after the M1. The M1, things became a little bit easier, I think.
And when I was on the road with Expose, I had 3 keyboards, I had a stack of modules, 2 sequencers, everything was crazy. And then we got to a gig, I think it was somewhere up in the Northeast, like Massachusetts or New York, or I don't know, somewhere up there. And the guy that was doing my equipment, he goes, "Do you have the discs?" And I said, "No." I said, "The discs are all with the equipment." And they didn't have the discs for all the tracks.
And we for the long playing?
So we had to do it live. And we loved it. And everybody loved it. But, everybody feels safer when everything is but we had a couple of shows that we did completely live without rehearsal. And it was an adventure, but it was fun.
But it's fun too, of course, when it comes out all right, it's good.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Anyway, what's next? Is this something called "Peaceful Waters"?
Yeah, "Peaceful Waters" is a tune that I wrote a long time ago, and it's on the Trio. I have a CD that was a Latin jazz CD that I did called Trio 305, and that was with Rodolfo Zuniga on drums and Caio Iturralde on bass. And but this tune that when I recorded that CD, I had a whole bunch of standards that we were going to do, and then a week before, I kind of decided I wanted to do it all original. So like every morning, I would wake up and start cranking out, original tunes that I wanted to possibly use. So everything changed. But so this tune, "Peaceful Waters," is from that CD.
Yes, sir. You've been listening to the Hal Roland Trio. We're going to take a short break and we'll be right back. Yes, sir. And we're back here on the Frost Jazz Hour. Very special show, having Mr. Hal Roland on the piano and the vocals, Matt Bonelli, and Steve Roker. And we mentioned Hal, and all his endeavors and the things that he's done before. But I want to mention something because these guys are so special too, And me especially, I hang out at the Frost School of Music for about 30 years, and I know them so well. And Matt, maybe mention some of the people that you work with. I mean, I don't want. I know that many people sound presumptuous. When you're talking about you, but you should do it. And especially Steve, that he was a drummer for the Bee Gees for many years. One of the things that you've done, and we want to start with Matt.
Well, I also played with the Bee Gees for almost 12 years.
All right.
In the early days, I worked with a singer that was from Miami named Terry DeSerio, who had a hit
Yeah.
record with KC. So we did a tour with KC and the Sunshine Band too. And then on the jazz side of things, I worked in a hotel restaurant up by the airport called Les Jardins. This was after Joe Donato's residency there, which is how I got exposed to the place. But they used to bring in guest artists, so I got to play with Mose Allison several times, Roland Hanna, and then Chuck Mangioni's brother, Gat Mangione, there. And some singers, I worked with Carmen Lundy when we were in school together many years ago. She's out West Coast now. And then being in Miami, when I was in school, whether in taking classes or teaching classes, there used to be all these shows that artists would come into the hotels on the beach, Fountainville, Eden Rock, or the Diplomat. So I got to play.
That was the golden era
Of the beach, yes.
of the beach here, in Miami generally, so many clubs and for musicians to go and play.
So I got to play lots of shows in those hotels, the Fifth Dimension, and a bunch of comedians, Joan Rivers and David Brenner, and Robert Goulet, most people don't remember who he was, Anthony Newley, who wrote many songs in the American Songbook. Who can I turn to? What kind of fool my songs like that? So I got a great education, not only in school, but in the community, being able to play on some of those kind of venues. It was a lot of fun, and I always got to play with players that were older and more experienced and better than I was. So I learned from them very much, you know.
Yeah, man, it was wonderful. And Steve, you want to have your biography here?
Yeah, usually I have somebody else reading it out. I'm not really good at remembering all this stuff. But I have played with the great Hal Roland for over 30 years. You know, that's the main thing. You know, Randy Bernson for 40 years, I guess. We've had a lot of fun over the years. And the Bee Gees gig, Gloria Estefan, some stuff here and there, Johnny Cash and Joe Sample, and stuff here and there. You know. Played with Ben Vereen for a long time, which was a lot of fun. A lot of different kinds of music there.
Yeah.
Help me out here. I don't.
You still don't know Johnny Cash?
Ben Vereen was the star of Pippin, right?
Yes.
Pippin, yeah. I got it. That, I remember I used to be into those kind of musicals, really, really rocky things, and anyway, we have now Plaza Santana.
Yeah, this next tune that we're going to do. Sorry, this next tune we're going to do is another tune from the Trio 305 CD, and it's called Plaza Santana. And the name comes from a time that Carrie Alexander and I were walking through Madrid, and we were like, "Wow, this is a really nice little courtyard of stuff." And we asked the guy, "What's the name of this place?" And he goes, "Plaza Santana." And Carrie Alexander, of course, is also Iracema Santana, which is her last name. And it was really Plaza Saint Anna. Sant Anna. Yeah. So this tune is in memory of that fun discovery. All right. So, all right, the next tune we're going to do is from the Hal Roland Conversion CD, and it's Yvonne Lynn's song. And those of you that listen to the Latin Jazz Quarter probably are very familiar with Yvonne Lynn's. And but this is a tune, we hardly ever do this song anymore for some reason, and after going over it a little bit this morning, we're going to do it more often. And but it's actually kind of pertinent. You know, this last year we've all been, you know, kind of shut in and alone. And the name of this tune is called "I'm Not Alone, You're Here With Me." So check it out. When I'm alone, I'm not alone. You're here with me. Part of my heart, part of my soul. Sweet memory. I see your stars. I dream your dreams, wild and so free. I'm not alone, I'm not alone, not alone. I hear guitars playing a song you used to love. Shaping the night I'm dreaming of. The night we loved, we moved heaven above. I hear guitars changing the night into our love. Well, who loves you? You, baby. Who loves you? Who loves you? Yeah, yeah. Who loves you? Well, who loves you? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, great tune. Great tune by Yvonne Linz. Beautiful, beautiful song. Well, you know, in memory of Chick Corea's passing, we thought we would do a tune of his, one of my favorite. Well, there's so many favorite songs. Yeah, one of my favorite. No, there's like 1,000 favorite Chick Corea songs, but this is one that's a vocal tune, so that's why I like to do it. There we go. In my life, nothing seems so right as to be with you. And when I'm with you, I always sing, you're everything. And as time goes by, floating like a bird am I. Even songbirds I know all sing, you're everything. Yeah, yeah, yeah. In my life, nothing seems so right as to be with you. And when I'm with you, I always sing, you're everything. And as time goes by, floating like a bird am I. Even songbirds I know all sing, you're everything. Much fun, an awful life and an awful times again. And as we go dancing through the sun in time, and as time goes by, floating like a bird am I. Even songbirds I know all sing, you're everything. And in awful times again. And as we go dancing through the sun in time, and as time goes by, floating like a bird am I. Even songbirds I know all sing, you're everything. Yeah, yeah, you're everything.
Yes, sir. And
Nice.
here we are, and we're reaching the end. You know, it always happens when you're having a good time. And I want to mention some of the coming attractions coming in the UN Frost Jazz Hour, and there are many actually. Next week we're gonna have one of the rising stars in the UN Galaxy. That's Nicole Garcia, and she's also a Latin jazz program host every Tuesday, so you can check her out there too. And on July 22nd, this you probably is familiar with you guys, Troy Roberts on tenor, right? Troy Roberts is going to be here with Tim Jago. You know, they got a new album out with also Lucas Apostoleris on drums and Brian Tate on bass. That's going to be a good one, a really, really good one. And on July 29th, Ben Bill on vocals. Ben has been around for quite a a very not only a good singer but a good musician, all around. That's what he has. On August 5th is another special event. Roxana Ahmed. Everybody knows that Roxana is a wonderful, a world-class singer, and with Martin Bejerano, Mark Smalls, and friends. One of the things with Roxana is that, she's a teacher at FIU, and we love our brothers and sisters at FIU as much as we love the ones at UM. But she always helped everybody here in Miami. It doesn't matter whether you're FIU, whether you're UM, but she's always there to help you a hand. That's one of the reasons we always go with her. So thank you very much, guys. It's been a pleasure being with you, and you'll be back. I know that.
We appreciate you having us.
Matt, if you got something going on, and Steve, during the year, I'll be in touch. Now that school starts, and school ensembles, not only with the students, but a particular project that you have, please come to me. Okay, so here we go on our final tune of the afternoon.
All right, we've been working on a new arrangement of a Stevie Wonder tune called Superstition. So check it out. Very superstitious, yeah, yeah. Writings on the wall. A very superstitious. Ladder's about to fall, yeah. 13-month-old baby broke the looking glass. 7 years of bad luck failed the good things in your past. Oh, you believe in things you don't understand, then you suffer, yeah. Superstition is the way, yeah. A very superstitious. Wash your face and hands. Rid me of the problem. Do all that you can. Yeah. Keep me in a daydream. Keep me going strong. You don't want to save me, yeah. Sad is a song. When you believe in things that you don't understand, then you suffer. Superstition ain't the way, yeah, yeah. very superstitious, yeah. Nothing more to say. Very superstitious, yeah, yeah. The devil's on his way. 13-month-old baby, as you broke the looking glass. 7 years of bad love. Well, damn good things be in your past. Whoa, if you believe in things that you don't understand, then you superstition ain't the way.